Prachi Mogheji, Khandoba folklore.
Good afternoon, Namaskar. At the outset, I thank all the organizers for such a wonderful conference which is going on from yesterday. In the holy city of Banaras, whose Kshetrapal is Kala Bhairav and whose eternal deity is Lord Shiva, I will speak on another Kshetrapal and incarnation of Lord Shiva, which was earlier the folk deity and all those things. It is said Maharashtra has two deities. One is Vithoba, Pandharpur, which Varada has spoken on the Vari in a different angle and in a very methodological way. And the another one is Khandoba. Khandoba is a Lokadaivat of Maharashtra. So I'm talking about that. The first is about the sacred landscape. Though the paper is on the literary text like Sanskrit and Marathi Mahatmya plus folk literature, I would like to explain what is sacred landscape. So the various points of sacred landscapes are connected together by topographical and geographical factors and are associated with each other by various myths. And these myths are from folklore as well as from literary text. So when we are talking about the Khandoba, there are major sites in Maharashtra, that is Prempur, Pembar. Actually, according to some scholars, this place is in Karnataka. Next one is Pali, Nevase, Chandanpur, Naladurga, and the most famous Jejuri. The literary text which I have taken, Mallari Mahatmya, original Sanskrit, then Mallari Mahatmya in Marathi by Siddhapal Kesri, then Mallari Vijay by Moropanta, the famous Marathi poet, then Martanda Vijay by Gangadhar Kavi, the Sthala Mahatmya on Jejuri, that is Jayadri Mahatmya, Jejuri Mahatmya. There are some ritualistic texts like Mallari Sahasranam, Kavach, Bhujanga, Panjara, Ruday, and Atharva Shirsha, and there is a Tantra text called Mairala Tantra. But my focus is on folk literature. There are many Datavarchi Ovi ritual songs like Vivaha Gita, then Laudis, Abhangas, Bharud, and n number of Maghya Murali's Gite. So we will go in detail about the background. God Khandoba is an important folk deity of Deccan Plateau. He is worshipped in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Khandoba is also called Mallari, Mailari, Mallara Malsakan, Mailar, and Maryal. According to Dr. R.C. Dere, Khandoba is originally Mailara god from Karnataka, who is a god of nomadic tribes, and it is transformed into Bhairava, Martanda Bhairava in Maharashtra. It is a beautiful symbol of Karnataka-Maharashtra cultural ties, which he calls it as a Sanskritik Anubandha. So earlier he was a deity worshipped by pastoral nomadic tribes. Khandoba is originally Mailara and Mailara is Sanskritized as Mallari Martan. We will skip this. Now here there are major places in Maharashtra. Before that, I will just give you the historical background, being the student of ancient Indian culture and archaeology. Mailara was a Kshetrapal, a village protecting deity in Karnataka from 8th century CE. During 11th century CE, it was a very popular deity as it is mentioned as a proper noun to persons in many inscriptions from 1012 CE to 1391 CE. It is also interpreted that Mailara was a historical valorous person who defeated his enemies. He was a king who, accompanied by 70 millions Yakut, made war on a giant, and after the war, when he was victorious, the devotees held Yakut Yakut Jai Mallar. So the salutations of his success. In due course, he is worshipped as Kshetrapal and then very late as an incarnation of Lord Shiva. So the sacred places in Karnataka, there is Mansungli near Belgaum, Mailaraling near Dharwad, Mailara Devaragudda in Dharwad, Manimallar at Bellary, Mailarpur at Bidar. Mailarpur is also called as Adi Mailar, the original place in this entire Khandoba worship. Jejuri in district Pune, Nimgaon in district Pune, Shegud in district Ahmednagar, Satare in district Aurangabad, Nardurg in Usmanabad, and Pali in Satara. There are n number of yatras in all these places. We don't go into detail. There are four main important places in this journey. There are Prempur, Pemar, Pembar, Pali, and Nardurga and Jejuri. There are other symbols and family, I just keep them. Now we will see the Jejuri, the most important sacred place on the, in Maharashtra. That is Jejuri as a landscape. There are Kadepathar, Jejuri God, and various tirthas. And all these things are very well discussed in that Jayadri Mahatmya. I will just skip just a photo of Kadepathar. Then these are the photos of Jejuri God. The below picture is the Lord Khandoba, and the right corner is about the Bhandara. I will just explain this ritual. The Bhandara ritual at Jejuri, yatras are performed on Champashashti, Somavati Amvasya, that is Amvasya New Moon Day, which falls on Monday. Then Chaitra Purnima, Shravan Purnima, Pausha Purnima, and Maghi Purnima. Bhandara is a very special ritual for this Khandoba worship. And at Jejuri, in Somavati Amvasya Yatra, this Bhandara is very much important. So that picture is about that Bhandara. Bhandara is a particular ritual related with the deity, is performed specially on Somavati Amvasya, that is a new moon day which falls on Monday. Turmeric powder is called as Bhandara. Each and every devotee smears turmeric powder and throw it in the air by uttering Yelkot Yelkot Jai Mallar or Sadananda Sa Yelkot. So there is a Sanskrit Dhyana mantra, I will just skip. I will give a reference to this Bhandara by quoting Santa Eknath's Abhanga, and Santa Eknath has beautifully explained the term Bhandara in his poem on Murari. According to him, Bhandara means devotion, and through this ritualism, a devotee seeks for Viveka, that is pure discrimination. Bhandara is symbol of Bhava Bhakti. This ritual indicates the true love and devotion of devotees. Khandoba from Kadepathar settled at Jejuri only because of his ardent devotees. The city is smeared with golden hue of Bhandara, and the devotees flock to this Gada Jejuri to have darshan. They think their life is fruitful just by participating in this Somavati Yatra and Bhandara ritual. Now we will go to another place, which is, these are some pictures from Jejuri. There is some Kulachar or Kula Dharma like Tadi Bhandara, Jagran, Khandobache Navratra, etc. There are many communities in Maharashtra, for example, Dhangar, Sonkoli, then all this Bhandari community and Deshastha and Karade Brahman community. They have this Khandoba as their family deity, Kula Devata, and they have many customs that after wedding they have to visit to these Khandoba places. And there are Champashashti and all other Kulacharas. Not only that, they have, just like as Pandharpur Wari, they have Khandoba Wari also. They have to visit all the Khandoba places in Maharashtra as a Wari in their lifetime. So now we come to the next place which is very important, that is Pali. Pali, according to text, Khandoba Mahalsa wedding took place here on the Pausha Purnima. And Mahalsa is daughter of Timmashet of Nevasa, which is in Ahmednagar. So she is also Mohini Roop of Parvati. In Karnataka, the Puranic myths like Mohini and Skanda, they have their own role in this Khandoba. But in Maharashtra, there is only Mohini Roop of Parvati. In Nevase, we have two temples. We will talk later. At Pali, there are Khandoba Mahalsa Vivaha Yatra, which takes place in the month of Pausha. This is one of the picture of Pali. Again, that elephant, that is about that Vivaha Yatra. I don't go into detail about that Vivaha Yatra and ritualism and all those things, but how this Puranic myth has another version from folklore. That is very interesting. According to folklore, the name of village was Rajapur. A milch woman called Palai was staying there. She was ardent devotee of Khandoba, who got pleased with her devotion and incarnated himself in the linga form in that village. So the village got a name after her as Pali, and there is a temple called as Temple of Palai. In medieval times, this village was a trade hub near the famous market town called Karad. So again, we have the folklore, which is very different from the Sanskritized or Marathi classical traditions. Then there are another places which I just skip aside. I will talk about only Chandanpuri, how Chandanpuri is reflected in folk. So Chandanpuri is on the Nashik-Malegaon way on the bank of Girna, and it is a village of Banai. And the story is reflected in all folk songs like Khanderayacha Lagnala, Banu Navari Natali, Supari Futali by Supari Futali. All these are very famous Khandoba songs, and these are very well reflected in contemporary literature and all. So now when we talk about all these places and various yatras, the data is there. I will come to my conclusion. When we talk, we can say that Sthala Mahatmya like Jayadri Mahatmya and Devata Mahatmya like Mallari Mahatmya and folk literature are the important instruments of cultural history of Khandoba. It is needed to study of the complex and complicated nature of cultural issues. The process of Puranization of history and transformation of folk culture into the elite culture goes on continuously in when one studies folk culture. It leads to study folk culture up to the religious history, social history, archaeology, theology, etymology, and etymological analysis. I have explained in my paper about the etymological analysis of Malsa and Khandoba, and the sacred geography of Khandoba, with socio-economic settings, are very important in this context. So the following points are reflected in the study of literature and living traditions like yatras, nature of the village culture, how the life centers around village tutelary deity and festivities and cultural traditions evolve around it, folk festivities and pursuit of trade, commerce and economics of village, rights, duties and economics of traditional devotees and artisans with respect to folk festivities. Folk culture is not inferior as compared to elite culture. A conventional belief that the folk culture is a little tradition and the elite culture is great tradition in the study of history and culture is absolutely wrong. In fact, folk culture is the base of all the expressions of elite culture. It is important to study the custodians and performance of the folk culture, and this paper is an humble attempt to collect such references of custodians and performance of the folk culture and references from Marathi literature and to connect it with the broad cultural reference. So nature and religious form of folk deities like Mallari, Aka Martanda Bhairav shows how the aboriginal form of many gods of elite is actually interconnected to deities in folk culture. The yatras, which are organized at various sacred places of Khandoba in Maharashtra, have a definite contribution in the formation of cultural life of Maharashtra, along with ascertaining their place in today's socio-religious life. Thank you for your patient hearing.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I have a personal attachment to this paper. I have been a Khandoba specialist, folk culture researcher, working for 3 decades on the same topic on the Karnataka and Andhra side. And I completely agree with this proposal that folk culture is not inferior. And this, I think, is the only paper in the whole conference on folk cultural aspect of Yatra. That is the uniqueness of this paper. Thank you very much, ma'am. 1 or 2 questions. We'll have to move very quickly to lunch. And more questions will delay the lunch, please. Your own lunch.
So, just an observation and not exactly a question. We find a very great similarity of the folk gods like Ram Devra of Rajasthan, Gogaji of Haryana, then Kuppasamy of South Tamil Nadu, Madurai Veera all of them are having very similar iconography for that matter. Every god seems to be either with a horse or a dog, which is also the same iconography as Khandobaji. So I think there's also some kind of scope with respect to seeing the parallels across these different folk gods of different regions. So their narratives may be pretty different, but in terms of iconography, there seems to be something very universally Indian about them.
Dr. Vasudev Sharan Agarwal has written a very unique and important book on Loka Dharma of Bharatiya Sanskriti, and he has mentioned all this Veera Puja, which is prominent, which you have given the example. Khandoba also was earlier as a Veera Puja, and then it turned into the Puranic and elite deity. So,
this is a question that got triggered from this presentation, but it's not about this presentation. I have my Mausi's family has Khandoba as their family deity. Her grandson is called Malhar, who went to US to study engineering, okay? And what is happening in our families now is these Ishta Devatas or Kula Devatas, I should say, that were tied to a particular place like Pali or Jezuri, we are losing connection because of this force of urbanization and globalization. So we can do academic research, but these lived traditions, I wonder what will happen to them. I don't expect an answer to the question. It's
no, I can explain. I can answer in short. Though in this global context, we can't go every year to our Kula Devata places, but I personally feel the ritualism is there, which we can follow at our own home. And even if the same case is with my family also, Khandoba is not my family deity, but these things happen. So we have to, if we want some living traditions, living memories to continue, we can continue whatever way we can. For example, my cousin in US always follow all the ritualism, all the kulachar which our family has.
Just in connection with that, moving to foreign countries, there is one Professor Gundar Zandheimer from Heidelberg University, Germany, who has worked extensively on Khandoba tradition. It was his last wish to be cremated in Pune for the sentiment of this Khandoba worship. And all through his fieldwork, a dog used to guide him to the places, and at the time of cremation, the dog came and attended the cremation.